If you missed this, you might miss the next 500x run before it even starts. Right now, while most traders chase late pumps, I'm diving into 13 brand new ICM coins, the tiniest, earliest projects in the hottest new meta. ICM, or Internet Capital Markets, is how meme coins are becoming distribution engines for real projects. Attention is turning into capital, and early communities are becoming the new VCs. I'll show you the exact coins and charts I'm watching. One of them could be the next 500x. Do me a favor, press that like button and let's get onto it. Starting, my friends, with Launchcoin. Launchcoin is a launchpad for launching ICMs, all of this entire Internet Capital Markets new meta. So Launchcoin, when it comes to levels, one of the most important ones to trade, good liquidity, 200 million market cap, and you might be thinking, wow, the market cap is very high. Look at the liquidity. This thing can literally do a 50x from here. You could do a 20x from here, 100% possible, at least a 10x. So what are the entries when it comes to Launchcoin? The entries are obviously this level, which was this previous resistance area at 147, and it acted as major support all throughout yesterday afternoon. So I think the price is probably going to bounce here, and this could be a good scalp, especially if you have a little bit more size. If you want to scalp something, enter with 20k, 100k, this is the coin to scalp. But I do think we're going to pull back a little bit deeper, and we can come into this previous resistance and somewhere between also this previous resistance before this parabola move even started, and this was also support here. So what I'm looking to actually grab the vast majority of my launch is between 108 right here and 84. This is, I think, where you grab the majority of your launch. So wait for that deeper pullback. This is where I'm seeing right now a deeper pullback on Launchcoin. And if Launchcoin pulls a little bit deeper, we're going to get even better entries on our other ICM coins, which stole all the attention away from meme coins. And that's the only thing happening right now in crypto is ICM. And in this show, I will always be on top of every single meta, and I will catch every single rotation. So now let's get into our second ICM coin, which is Internet Capital Markets. This one I nailed yesterday on the show here at 2 million market cap. Sadly, when I started the show, it already was at 4 million market cap. It barely bounced, but you could have still entered the trade. But it was a very good trade. It basically did a 10x just yesterday, a 10-fold in basically just a couple of hours. This is why we have to pay attention to this trend. Now, where's the good entry for ICM? I think it's between 8 and 7.27. This is where you accumulate your ICM. If you see this thing make new all-time highs, then I will rechart it again because it's probably going to make a comeback to this level here at 14.7. So let's say it's super bullish. It just keeps going and going. Do not buy this thing at 30 million. Wait for it to pull back to 14.97 because this was previous resistance before the move, the parabola started. But now let's say the more realistic thing to happen, which is it pulls back and it comes into this level, reaccumulates a little bit, and then the move continues on ICM. Now, one important thing to understand when it comes to ICM is like the fart coin of the AI meta. We had the AI meta, but the best performing sort of AI coin was fart coin because it was funny. And this one is the exact same thing. It's like making fun of ICM. I'm glad I charted it yesterday and it's been doing amazing. I've taken all my profits, and if you have any profits in this, honestly, I think it's a good time to at least exit with 80% of your bags. Then we have this one called BSCREENER. So basically this is DEX screener, but for ICM coins. Here you have the website, all the ICM coins, and you have them all listed. You can rank them by 24-hour change, volume, etc. And so this thing is probably going to pump. As long as this meta continues, this thing is probably going to catch bids. I'm not buying it here at support. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to come to 5.5, and I think this could be a good sell here at resistance. It's not a double, but it's almost a double. It's like a 1.8, 1.9x on your money if you catch this one. Now, on to the next, we have the second most important coin that's ICM related, which is DUPE. DUPE is this website where you can check prices of things with URL links. So you want to buy a chair, you put the chair, it does a Google search and gives you all the other prices, for example, on Amazon and many other websites. So when it comes to DUPE, it already hit my first level, but I think that you should maybe buy here a little bit. I would only buy with maximum half of the stock. I would wait for a deeper pullback. Like a deeper pullback when it comes to DUPE for like that perfect accumulation is between 31 and 26. This would be the perfect entry for DUPE. So I think you should grab some here between 45 and 42, but then at least leave 30% more, leave it on the side just in case it pulls back a little bit deeper, because if it does, I will be loading the bag on DUPE because I think this meta still can go higher and still has legs to continue. But DUPE is definitely one of the most important. I've already grabbed some here. You should leave some limit orders close to 45.82, maybe a little bit above, like for example 46, maybe a little bit below also, like 44.2, and can go on Axiom, there's a link down below, and stack some limit orders there so you can enter just in case it well nukes the chart a little bit. But I'm also not all in on DUPE. I still have in mind the fact that it can pull back a little bit deeper to these levels. But because this is the brand new meta and maybe everyone's thinking a little bit more bearish like I am right now, I'm not too sure it's going to pull back that deep. This thing could be the new AI. And if it's the new AI, we're going to see all of these things go to hundreds of millions, even billions in market cap. AI16Z or like Fartcoin or like virtuals. But anyways, these are the levels I'm watching when it comes to DUPE. So on to the next. SSC pulled back. SSC I think can also be an ICM coin. It exploded yesterday and it's now pulling back. I think this is probably a good buy for SSC until that level, which is going to be that 20 million market cap level for SSC, where I think it's the perfect place to exit your SSC coin at 20 million market cap. I have literally changed nothing on the chart. It's just the trend line got corrupted a little bit and came back a few days ago. I actually have no SSC right now, but I'm going to enter here at 10 million market cap, maybe a little bit below. And the other coin that I do have, because I swapped my SSC for Collat, is Collateralize, which is also an ICM coin, and Collateralize is still going. I'm actually not going to sell at this 20 million market cap level. Let me explain why. Because it's an ICM coin, because this has utility, and I think it's a very good project. And right now utility on ICM coins is the new meta. I think this is for sure going to push to that 40-50 million market cap range, and because of that I am just going to take a little bit more risk and hold my back. Otherwise I would have sold profits here at 20 million market cap on Collateralize. I hope you're still holding. I told you guys, do not sell Collateralize. Definitely outperforming SSE, but I'm looking at grabbing a little bit more SSE just for a double. Then we have Aura. Horoscope was another one I nailed. Sadly I nailed it. I wasn't on the show, but my group that I'll be creating, I will be sharing a lot of these trades, like for example Horoscope, which I took right here at 2 million market cap after it pulled back a little bit, and I reaccumulated here on Axiom with some limit orders. It got touched 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, so you had like 4 opportunities to scoop this at 2 million market cap before it expanded to 10. So you could have gotten anywhere from a 5x to a 4 to a 3.5x easily on this. This is also an ICM coin, so I knew it was going to explode. All these coins that are being launched on this Launchcoin website are performing incredibly well, and Aura is one of them. Your entries for Aura are 6.48, but do not go all in on this, because look, resistance here, and then turn it into support. Do not go all in on this here at this 6.48 million market cap level, because I think it can actually pull a little bit deeper into that 3.62 million market cap level here, which is just a continuation of this previous resistance turned into this 4 point of contact support level. And this is the bullish fair value gap, the perfect one actually. The chances of it going here, I would say, are 40%, not that high. I've already sold all my Aura, not here, a little bit lower here at 9 and 8, but I'm looking to re-enter a little bit here at 6.48, which should happen very soon, and I'll leave a little bit more just at 3 or close to 3. I'll stack some little bit orders here and also a little bit above this trend line. Remember Axiom, there's a link down below. You need to start trading on Axiom. This is how professionals are trading these days when it comes to anything on chain AI, meme coins, ICMs. You need to put limit orders, stack them, and that's how you win. Then on to the next, we have this one, also an ICM coin I think, which is Miku. Miku is a little bit of a lower market cap, high risk play. It's looking good right now. Started bouncing, topped a little bit above that 2 million market cap zone. If this trend line doesn't hold, I think Miku can come to 555k, which would not be good to be completely honest. But as long as the ICM meta is coming, I think some of these lower market cap coins could do quite well. But I think here the trend line that got touched 1 times, 2 times, 3 times is the place to add. So here at 900k, honestly, it looks good. But just in case you really want to accumulate more Miku, leave 20% just to add a little bit more here, close to the 555k market cap zone. But this one could do as well very good in this ICM meta. Then we have Chainfox. Chainfox I think is a good grab here, close to that previous support line at 2.3 million, which was previous major resistance there. But there's also this level that we have to pay attention, which was this previous resistance here in the 3rd of April. And I think a good accumulation range is right here between 2.32 and 1.97 when it comes to Chainfox. Chainfox is looking very good. Also an ICM coin, started pumping, basically nailed almost new all-time highs. Not quite, it just made equal lows, and this is where you accumulate for those all-time highs, which I think a good level to exit then is going to be that obvious level of 5 million market cap. Why 5 million? Because it's one of those mental levels, 5 million, then 10 million, then 20 million, where people usually offload their profits. I don't see anything special about this one, so I think 5 million is a good place to exit. Then continuing with more ICM coins, we have this AI agent called AI Agent App, ticker AAA. By the way, their tickers will be in the description down below. I think this is a good accumulation in this trend line, maybe a little bit below. If you can grab it just slightly below a million market cap, stack your limit orders. Axiom link down below. Only my Axiom signees. My group is coming very soon. I think we're going to do it within the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, and only my Axiom signees, only legit traders are going to get in. I don't want anyone else, only people that are actively trading in this market. And this is where I'll be breaking down all of these things even before YouTube and giving updates daily, more even than on X. But my AA exit is 2.31, and then if we reach that and I take my profits, then I'll chart again to see how high this thing can go. But this thing can go quite high. This thing could put something crazy like a 20 million market cap new all-time high. But let's see where it goes. On to the next, we have one on base. This is the only ICM coin I've seen on base thus far, which is called Native, looking very good. I think this is a good buy here because look, this was previous support and it's right now touching that level at 2.27 million market cap. Worst case scenario, we see a drop back to 1.7, 1.5, and this is a good place to buy on that trend line. That third touch, usually the third touch happens. Okay, remember Colette, remember SSE, remember Dark, all these other coins that I've charted. The third touch is very possible, so scale in as it goes down. A good exit is 4.42. Why? Because previous resistance all throughout December of 2024, major support level here in the 19th of January 2025, also a ton of support throughout March. This is an important level. Then after that, honestly, I don't see many levels until all-time high, but that's what I'm seeing right now on Native. See, Native looks similar, a bit like virtuals. You have all these different types of AI agents there. Now on to the next, Gochu. Again, Gochu, this is a launchpad. Right now, everyone's trading launchpads. LaunchLab is a launchpad. We have a ton of ICM launchpads. This one is not an ICM launchpad, but it's a meme coin launchpad called Gochu, which is supported by the current main dev of Solana, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Watch out for Gochu because I think this thing can pump. I think 900k is the only resistance I'm eyeing right now on Gochu. Low market cap, 200k, but this is a functioning and very good launchpad for meme coins and ICMs and anything in between. It looks good. It has a revenue share. It's actually better at revenue share than, for example, any of these other platforms. We have Launch Labs. We have right now the Bonk launchpad. But once creators understand that this one is actually better than all these ones technically and in terms of also receiving rewards, I think Gochu could put in the numbers. Remember, I told you guys about Gochu here at 180k and now I'm re-evaluating it again at 200k. It's not that the devs are still working, and I think this could be a good play. Everyone's talking about launchpads at the end of the day. Now on to the next one, which is this one called XCC Comp. I'm not sure what this one does, but I'm just looking at the chart. The chart looks good. Major resistance, major resistance. Look, it broke from this level, broke from this resistance, broke from the trend line. So I think we're going to pull back deeper on this one. Definitely 2.82. Honestly, if 2.82 gets broken and it comes to, for example, 2.15, 2 million market cap, I am out because I have no idea what this one does. I'm just trading this based on the chart. But this is where you accumulate. We're back to Solana. So limit orders on Axiom. Down below, there's a link. Don't forget my group. And also, this one is looking quite good chart-wise, but I'm not sure what it does. So if the support line breaks just a little bit, you know, if it comes like close to the 2 million market cap level, honestly, I would just exit. But when it comes to trading projects today, this is what I am seeing. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. So these were 13 brand new tiny market cap charts for all of you. Tomorrow I will bring a ton of new content, a ton of new charts for all of you guys. Remember, in these there's always a gem or two. Sometimes we have 4 coins that pump a lot in the same day. Yesterday we had ICM, which was 10x trade in just a couple of hours, and in these charts there might be hidden something like a 500 to 1000x trade. Okay, the next dupe, the next ICM coin could be here, and so let's pay attention. Let's keep watching the show. I will see you guys tomorrow with more updates on all these charts, previous charts as well. I'm going to start putting some of the previous charts I was talking about for months that did quite well. For example, let me update you guys on Troll. I think Troll is a good buy here, to be completely honest. Some people were DMing me worried, but I have to tell you guys one thing about Troll, which is the simple fact that I entered that 2 million here, 2 million, 3 million. This is where we entered on the show. So we already scaled out. Like, I have a moon bag on Troll. I'm not selling, but I've already taken big profits on Troll, and I told everyone on the show to take profits. Okay, if it broke through the structure, what you do is you sell, you take the loss. But let me clean the Troll chart and give you guys a brand new update. We are coming back to this level when it comes to Troll. This was previous bottom. This was the bottom before the main parabola move, the third wave. Wave 1, wave 2, and then wave 3, the top. Okay, I told you guys this was the top. Remember when it came to 40 million and I had my fibs from this day? And so now the level got broke. Obviously, we're going to come to this 13.8 to 11.8 million market cap level. This is a good accumulation for Troll. That's where I'm looking to enter heavy. And we're getting there. We're very close. But I do think Troll will come back. Once ICM starts really correcting, the big meme coins will have a comeback. But anyways, this was the show. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.